Hey everybody, and welcome back to Char Grad School. For the recap, I can't remember every video I did, so I'm not going to list them today, but the most recent one was finding a research area. With any of my videos, if you have any comments, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, please email me, please comment, because I want to keep this going for you. I didn't have a resource, so I'm trying to be that for you, but I can't be that if you don't let me know what you want to know. So today is going to be all about reading in graduate school. And as I told you all before, I read a lot for a lot of classes, and they're really heavy, they're really dense journal articles, they're really heavy papers, they're really heavy histories of media, histories of whatever the theory may be. And so your program is going to be different, of course, but you will be reading, and you will be reading a lot. And so I want this cheat system to be a help tool for you, because it has been helpful for me, and I've been getting A's, so I want to give you some A's when it's time for you to go into your program. So I'm saying cheat, but I'm using that word loosely. I'm not saying cheat, lie, steal, that definition. I'm saying cheat as in a simple shortcut method that will help you. And it came from the mouth of my professor, so I'm not, making this up. And they know, because they know that it's hard, and they know that who has time to read 30+ articles, 30-page articles for 5 articles every week in every class? That's just overload. And so this has helped me, and I want to help you. So the cheat, the first things first is, like I said, I have journals, I have different articles, I have histories. And so your program is going to be different, but the goal is for you to read the abstract and introduction first. So what is the author saying? What is the author trying to get at? What methods will they use to accomplish this study? What methods will they use to accomplish this goal? Why did this come about? This whole introduction, this whole abstract will tell you all of that. Why it's important, what they plan to do, blah, 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 blah. So now you read that, you understand that, and you're taking notes on that portion. So you understand why this argument is important, why this theory is important, why this method is important, why this topic is important for research, right? And so, again, all this is based on my area. But again, you apply it to your own program, you apply it to your own studies. So read the intro, read the abstract, take notes, detailed notes about what that is. And then for the middle, skim that, blah, 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 woo, skim all of that. But you still want to pay attention to that, because that's going to be important too, as well. But the primary chunks is the intro and the conclusion / findings / discussion. So you skim down to the bottom, you go to the conclusion, you go to the findings, you go to the discussion section. And you find out what was the result of the study, what worked, what didn't work, what they hope to do in the future, and why was this important, what they found, and how do they apply it to the current climate or the current scholarly discourse of whatever the topic is. So the last part, the conclusion, is important because it will help you figure out for your own research what you can do differently to tailor or to alter this study and to make it better for your own research. And that's your different angle. That's your uniqueness for your own study. Or you use that to continue finding like-minded studies, like-minded discourse that will help you for your own lit review, your own studies and things like that. So, but overall, it gives you the top gives you, this is what we did, this is why it's important. And the bottom gives you the so what, why it's important, and what we can do moving forward. And this is what we found. So for the middle, so the way my classes are structured is I have talking points I have to produce every week, and I have a presentation in a couple classes. So for your talking points, all of my classes are pretty much structured like a discussion. So you go in for 2 hours, you just sit there and you talk about the readings. So you got to have talking points. So you got to have topics on the course that relate to the readings, that are either arguments or key points that help push along the conversation, because you're going to be in there for 2 hours. So the middle is where you pull your talking points from. What themes, what important arguments, anything that the author wrote that will help aid your discussion, so you won't just be sitting there looking at the professor for those 2 hours. But then you also have presentations. You may have presentations, which I have. And so you go in front of the class and you act as a teacher. You teach those lessons, you teach those topics to the course. And so it's important for you to read the middle in that regard when you present, because it'll be more detailed than just talking points and just discussion in class. So read the middle for that regard. Take detailed notes when you're writing talking points and when you're presenting in class. A key detail about the middle is just skim it and then pick out a couple of key areas, key arguments, and then you just be super knowledgeable on that. So when it's time for you to argue, you know it, and you can kind of finesse the middle part, or you can finesse the talking points in class and discussions in class, because you have pretty much skimmed the middle and understand the gist enough to talk about it. But the main thing you need for just readings and getting your weekly assignments done is to know the abstract as far as the purpose, the goals, what methods they use to get done, and then also the findings. What was the results of the study, how they worked it, what methods they used, what theories they applied to their research, and then of course take notes in detail, so when it's time for you to find your own research area, you can go back and you can say, so-and-so used this theory, and I plan to use this theory in my own research, and they did it this way, and I'm going to do it this way when it comes to my own research. So figure out how to navigate that for your own benefit, but also for classwork. It's important for you to just skim it, just skim all the way through, take detailed notes on the argument points that you want to present in class, because honestly, you don't need to read everything, and sometimes I'm lazy, sometimes I just don't feel like it, and I read the abstract, introduction, I read the conclusion, discussion, and findings, and that's everything you need to know. All the middle stuff is like fluff, which is sad to say because it's somebody's hard work, but you need to know the purpose and why it's important and how you can apply it to your own research. So if you know that, then you're good for class, you're good for the presentations, you're good. So skim in the middle, like I said, as a recap. Skim the middle, make sure you read and take notes on the top and the bottom, and you're good. You're going to be set. So again, this is a quick little cheat tool. For further videos, for the next video, I'm going to be talking about friends and keeping friendships, maintaining friendships, making new friendships in graduate school. It's tough because your time is going to so many other things and you feel like you're neglecting. I feel like I'm neglecting my people, but I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. But I'm sorry. I can't just be pulled X and Y and way because I have so many things to do in regard to my own studies, my own research, and getting my assignments done, because grad school doesn't wait for no one. And I know that they say undergrad doesn't wait, but grad school really doesn't wait for you to get stuff done. When it's due, and that's it. So I will tell you how to manage, and I will apologize to my friends next week, but it's hard, and I'm sorry, but you have to create those boundaries, create those priorities for maintaining friendships, making friendships, and everything in between in grad school. So I'll see you next week, and thank you for watching.